Hello, hello! So today I am going to be filming a tutorial, and I'm going to, if you hear something in the background, by the way, that's my dog chewing on a bone. But yes, so I wanted to film this because last year I kind of fell in love with colored mascara from Marc Jacobs, and I never like hear or see anyone talking about colored mascaras really, and so I was like, that should like definitely be a thing. Like that should get more attention than it does. So anyways, I was thinking about it and I was like, since no one else does it, that's something I really think would be really cool to do and put out there. So that's what I'm gonna do today. It's based off of this Marc Jacobs Omega Lash in Garnet. So it's kind of like a maroonish shade. I don't know, it's extremely wearable, which is why I like it so much. So yeah, I just figured film. And yeah, so if you want to see me do a makeup tutorial incorporating that mascara, then just keep watching. Okay, so I'm going to be starting with Scotch tape. I'm just going to put this on the edges of my eyes. I don't do this very often, but I really like it to kind of sharpen up the look. So, that looks pretty even, right? Sure. Okay, I'm going to prime my eyes using the TooFaced Shadow Insurance. I really like this primer. I feel like it's very underrated, but it works really well for me, so that's what I'm going to use. I'm going to rub it all over my eyelids. I'm going to be using the Jaclyn Morphe palette because it's everything, and I really like it. So, I am first, there's not a good like shade to set down, like just like a cream shade to set down my primer with. So I'm just gonna set it down with my Mercier powder. I just like to do this so that it's not super tacky, so the eyeshadow doesn't like hardcore stick and then not blend, you know what I'm saying? So I am first gonna go in, this is rubbed off. I think it's a Sigma E40. I think that's right. It's like the really fluffy one. I'm gonna start out with this shade right here. Just gonna dust some on that brush, tap it off, and I'm just gonna put this in my crease, as you can see. So next, just to kind of deepen that up, I'm going to take this right here on that same brush, and I'm pretty much gonna do the same thing. I'm just gonna dust that into my crease, just to make it a little bit darker. This Morphe M505, because it's more tapered. I'm gonna go in with this right here, this more reddish shade, and I'm actually gonna put this in the crease as well. I'm just gonna keep it a little bit lower in the crease, because it's super pigmented. But I'm gonna mostly focus it on like the outer crease, just because I don't want to like darken the eye, make it look super closed. So just gonna stay on the outer half, and then I'm just gonna take the brush that I had been using, that Sigma brush, and I'm just gonna blend out that top just to kind of make sure it's all blended seamlessly. To deepen out that outer corner even more, I'm gonna go in with this Sigma E25 brush. Go with this darker reddish burgundy shade that's right under the red we've been using. I'm just gonna swirl my brush like, what's happening? Just gonna pat it right on the outer corner, and I'm gonna take it into the crease, kind of like in the outer V. And then I'm going to take a completely clean brush. This is the Morphe E27. I love this brush for like blending anything out. I'm not kidding you. If I have like streaks on my eyelid, or if it's just like not blended at all, if I freaking go in with this brush, it just blends everything seamlessly. It's phenomenal. But I'm going to mix the shade that we had used, this one, I'm going to mix it with this one, just because I feel like the inner part of my crease, like right in there, is just not dark enough. Okay. And then I'm going to take that clean brush one more time and just dust out that edge on both sides. Make it nice and smoky. Now I'm going in with the MAC 242. This is a staple brush for me. I love using this to pack like pigment on my lid. So I'm trying to decide if I want to do like something like this, kind of like that orangey, or if I just want to go like straight with that reddish one. I never do red shades like this, so that's what I'm gonna do. Okay, and I'm actually gonna put this all over my lid, so from outer to inner. But I can already tell that it's just not like, it's just not doing it for me. So like this one, go on with that one and put it more in the center. Like it just adds a little bit more dimension to the eye. I think I'm gonna use this bronzy shade now, and I'm gonna put this on the very inner part, just right there. And use my Henriksen. This is the Grease Relief Facial Water. So I'm gonna go ahead and spray my brush. This also smells like lemon lime to me. I freaking love it. Okay, and then I'm just gonna, like with no product on my brush, I don't know if you can see, but I do have quite a bit of fallout on my under eye, which is why I did my eyeshadow first. So there's a tip for y'all. And I'm just going to kind of blend the shimmers in with the crease shades. That way it's not like a total harsh line. I'm gonna go ahead and take this tape off. Very sharp. Actually gonna take a makeup wipe just to wipe off where that fallout was. I'm actually gonna take this Morphe E18, and I don't want it to be that harsh, like that's a little much, and I'm not gonna do wing liner. I feel like if I was gonna do wing liner, then it would probably make a little bit more sense, but since I'm not, I wanna just kind of clean up. So I'm just taking this brush, and I just wanna kind of blend that out. Okay, so now it's time to do the face. So I actually am starting off with this Urban Decay Optical Illusion Primer. I hated this stuff whenever I first tried it because it balled up on me. So I learned that you have to use this tiniest amount. I literally just take like that much, and I place it right there. So just very, very lightly, and then I use the rest of my fingers to blend it out. And it's so soft on the skin. Like it's really, really smooth. And then I put this finger on my forehead out of there, and then the rest of this one right on my chin. I'm gonna go in with one of my tried and trues. This is the TooFaced Hangover. So I'm just gonna rub this all over the rest of my face. It smells like coconut. I'm gonna use, this is actually pretty new. It's the Tarte Clay Stick Foundation. I use the shade Light Beige. Just like that. The only other stick foundation that I've ever tried is the Makeup Forever, which I really like. But it's been so long since I tried that foundation that I was just like wanting a new foundation. And I got a sample of this and pretty much fell in love. And I like to use my Morphe E31, just any flat top brush will work. And this blends so easily with a brush like this. I've never tried it with a beauty blender just because I felt like it would be really hard to kind of blend out. But with this brush, it's just so I would say that this foundation is more medium coverage. I mean, it's buildable, but I like a medium coverage foundation unless I'm like taking pictures or something. I'm gonna go in with my Maybelline Fit Me Concealer. I use shade 15 Fair. So I'm just gonna go in under my eye. On each side. Right down my nose. Draw 3 lines on my forehead like that, and an X on my chin. This is a Morphe sponge. It's super dirty, don't touch me. I'm just patting that into the skin. I'm going to use my Laura Mercier, like I did earlier, from e.l.f. This is their small tapered brush. I've had this brush for years. It was like $3, I'm pretty sure. That's what I use. So I'm just going to pat that powder into my under eye. I'm just going to take that same E18 from Morphe, this like pencil brush, and I'm going to use this red shade right here. And I'm just going to go right underneath that lash line. Just on that outer edge and kind of blend it up into this right here. And I'm going to take this right here and I'm just going to put that on the inner half. And blend them together so it kind of ombres out a little bit. Because if I do too much dark toward the inner part of my eye, it just makes my eye look really small and closed. You don't want that, so. Well, I mean, you might want that, but I don't want that. I'm actually going to take this Marc Jacobs eyeliner. This is in the shade Fine Wine. I know you're not supposed to tug at your eye when you do this, but I literally cannot do it any other way, so. And if you haven't tried these Marc Jacobs eyeliners, you need to, because they literally glide on so easily, you barely need any product. They're bomb, so. Okay, now, before I put mascara on and finish my eyes, I'm actually going to go ahead and do my brows. So I'm going to use the Anastasia Brow Wiz in Soft Brown, and I'm going to use the Anastasia Clear Brow Gel to set those bad boys so that they ain't going nowhere. And I'm going to take this Morphe E14 brush, and I'm going to use these first two. Now, this is so pigmented, it's ridiculous. Like, watch. Like, are you kidding me? And then I'm going to take the same two shades, and I'm going to pop that right on that inner corner of those eyes, just to brighten it a little bit. Last part of the eyes is going to be... The eye is going to be the mascara. I have been so obsessed with this mascara. This is the Essence Volume Stylist 18-Hour Lash Extension Mascara. I'm going to go in with this black first. And I'm just going to do a light layer of this. And that's a really light coat since I am going in with that colored mascara on top. I really wanted the colored mascara to pop. I like to layer colored mascara. I feel like that makes it look more wearable. So now... I'm going to go in with the star of the show, the inspiration behind this, and this is the Marc Jacobs Omega Lash in Garnet. Okay, so, I don't know if you can really tell. I know you can tell a person, but like the difference in the two, like I can see it, but I don't know, I hope you can see it. It looks really good in person. So that is both of my eyes with the colored mascara. And that's just on top. So I'm actually gonna start finishing my face. So I'm gonna use this Nars Sculpting Multiple Duo in Hot Sand and Laguna. I don't really care for the highlighting side, but I love the bronzer side. Weird thing, I don't use this on my face to contour. Well, I do, but not like on my cheeks. I use this only on the sides of my nose. That's like the only thing that I cream contour because I'm not good at cream contouring and it just takes too much time and kind of annoys me. So anyways, I'm just going to take a little bit down each side of my nose. And also right under my lip. Just like that. I'm going to use this CoverFX contour brush. This seems to work super, super well. Now I'm going to go back in with my Laura Mercier powder to set my entire face. I am using the Pro Airbrush brush from Sephora. It's the number 55. Or where? This is Nars Laguna. This was a limited edition one that was like really giant. I'm going to use my double-ended Tarte contour brush, but I'm just going to dip it in there, tap it off, and go into the contour. The thing I love about this brush is how well it blends. Like, I start by just blending it side to side like that, and then I brush up with it. Because you never want to brush down with your contour, because it'll make it look really saggy, and you don't want that. So, brushing up. Okay, and then I'm going to put a little bit on my forehead as well. So I'm just going to put it right up in that hairline. And same thing on this side. Next up is blush, and I'm taking the Becca Mineral Blush in Flowerchild. I have a baby one, but it's like this really pretty pink. Kind of has, I think it has like gold glitter in it, but you can't actually see the glitter when it's on your face. Praise the Lord, because I don't like glitter on my face. So I'm dipping my Morphe E4 brush. I really like Morphe brushes, if you can't tell. They're super affordable and they last forever. So I'm dipping this E4 brush into the blush. I tapped it off and dust it on my cheeks. I just feel like it gives such a freaking pretty flush to the skin. Like, I have super fair skin, and this is really pigmented, but I feel like it always just looks so, like it literally just makes me look alive, because having fair skin, like if you have fair skin then you know the struggle. Like, I'll FaceTime my mom, so she told me I look dead. I'm like, yeah, it's because I'm wearing a nude blush. She's like, well, it's too nude, you need something more, like you need to get a pink blush. I'm like, so this is the Wet n Wild Megaglo highlighting powder in the shade Precious Petals. So it's that more pinky champagne, really pretty. I'm using a Sigma F35 brush for this. Oh my gosh, it's so freaking pretty. Okay, I'm just going to go in with this one. So this is the Marc Jacobs New Nude Sheer Gel Lipstick in Dreamgirl. Kind of gives a little bit of a shine. It's not like super long wearing or anything, because it is more of like that gel, but it's really comfortable. And I think it looks really nice. So yeah, here is my, oh wait. Setting spray. Okay, I'm going to take that same Henriksen that I used earlier and spray all over my face. Okay, so that is the completed look. I actually really like the way this turned out. I think it's really appropriate for fall, just like my sweater. I am really excited for fall weather. It's been really cold the past couple of days, so I've been like really feeling this stuff. I really do like the way that this look turned out. So anyways, I hope you enjoyed this, and if you did, give me a thumbs up, subscribe, and yeah, hope you guys have a great rest of your week.